Now we're going to do a little bit of a tidy up on this, and then I'm going to show you how to put in the insulation. So if I hit TL, so the letters T and L together on the keyboard, you can see that I go from thin line to thick line. Now when we're doing our detail work, we normally work in thin line, but you're going to plot in thick line. And there's a couple of little things here I wanted to show you. So here is my roof family, so made up out of our batten zone, our joist zone, and our slate zone. And it's got very hard, thick edges along here, which are a little bit awkward, I think. And then if you print that out like that, it's just going to be a mess. So to change that outside line from being thicker to thinner, this is what I need to do. I'm going into Manage here. I'm going into Object Styles, and then I'm coming down to Roofs here. And if I open up there, all the various different elements that go to make up the roof. But the important one here is, look, number 4 is quite a thick pen line, and it's in the cut. So our detail section is in cut. So I'm going to change that thickness down to maybe 2 and apply. Now remember, these are global commands. Okay, and if I hit TL on the keyboard and TL again, you can see that that kind of thick line has gone away, and it's a little bit thinner and a little bit easier to work with now as well. The other thing you might like to do is we might like to get rid of that outside line there, and that is our slate zone, if you like, from the roof. And just to show you what I mean by that, if I go to the roof and into the structure of the roof, you can see, look, 6 mil zone, the felt is 0, the wood timber that should be above. Okay, then we have the felt, and then we have the other zone there, and I'll go OK and OK. Now that's what we've got here, but I want to get rid of that line because this is the slate in reality. So I'm going to use a command here called line work, and I'm going to use invisible lines, and I'm going to pick that line, pick it twice, and look, it'll make it disappear. Now, so we're not doing too badly there at that point. Now the insulation, there's 2 types of insulation. Here's the easy one. It's in annotate, and here it is here. It's a specific command on its own. And look, I can make the width whatever I want it to be. So I'm going to make it say 100. And I literally just have to draw the insulation down like so, and it might just come a little bit more forward. That I can select it, and then using my arrow keys I can move it down and move it into position, and at any point again I can select it and stretch it out. Alright, now that is the graphic indicator for quilt insulation, except you might be using rigid insulation. And if you're using rigid insulation, that's a slightly different technique, so I'm going to show you how to do that. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do here, because this is a detail, I'm going to annotate insulation, and I'm going to put some insulation up here as well. And you know that one needs to be a little bit thicker, so I'm going to make that one, I think it's 145, is it? Now, so I've got my nice little yellow in the background there that we use for plans and sections and whatever, but it's in the detail as well. But also here's my graphic indicator of a quilt insulation to